This is something that I actually do need to talk about because it is maybe the most pressing issue of the day. And you don't even know about this because you're not on this app.
Okay.
But Madonna has taken over Grindr in a way that, I'm sorry, should be illegal. It's she, without us having any say,
right?
She changed the icon to her face. And so if you're looking for Grindr,
or did the icon change into her
Madonna.
face?
Oh no.
Greg?
I thought this was a duet. Oh, so you're just going to sing all the parts? Those are not the right sounds. Can you hear me? Bonk.
Welcome to Miss Thing. I'm Greg.
And I'm Tim. And this is a podcast that celebrates and appreciates the Miss Things of the past, present, and future.
Yeah, in every episode, we take a key moment from our Miss Thing storied career and do what you and I are most skilled at, which is make it all about us.
Yes.
Yeah. Pride Month, I think, is really priding, and like the characters are out. You know who I am currently just like I can't get enough of?
Who?
Have you seen the French family that's at some sort of like film festival, and they all like come out, her like Julie Depardieu is the mom, and she comes out with like her, like, I don't know, the husband is just like an 800-year-old French man, like French photographer, and her two sons, and they all appear to be like completely wasted, and they're so like Amelie French. They're like all like skeletons, but like those bones are not holding up the structure. Like they're just like flopping around, completely wasted. The one son, I think his name is Billy, is serving. He's probably
gay.
One of us.
Okay, but he's young.
He's like young. It seems like he's one of us, but I don't know. Straight men in 2026. Who knows? He might be
funny,
like the poster child.
Charming.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're all like mugging for the cameras, completely high out of their minds.
Yeah, love that.
They're the most fabulous family I've ever seen. But speaking of pride, okay, Gennifertias. Early on in the episode, we are trying to get our ratings and reviews up on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, wherever you listen.
And if you are a Gennifertia, please do us a solid.
Yeah, we know you're out there, Gennifertias, but what you're listening, you're laughing, you're loving.
Yeah.
But what you're not doing is
rating and reviewing.
Rating and reviewing 5 stars and above. So since we are not above asking for like bribes, please right now while you're listening, if you're on Apple or if you're on Spotify, scroll down to the bottom of the show page, hit 5 stars
and above,
figure out how to get above. On Apple, you're able to leave a review too. So if you do 5-star review,
and the review,
5 stars.
You don't have to put any mental work into that review. You can literally just be any of our catchphrases that we've said before in the past.
Margaret Qualley is honey don't, whatever. This is our pride request to you through June. So screenshot your 5-star. We are incentivizing you. Please screenshot your 5-star review and whatever you write, and DM us, probably on Instagram.
DM us on Instagram, and then you'll get a very special gay little treat from us.
You are going to get a special treat from us. We are fully, you're going to hear directly from us.
From the source. And also, right now, for these next 10 seconds, Greg and I are going to mimic elevator music as you scroll. Do, 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 do. What's Jeopardy? Do.
That's Jeopardy. Well, we don't say that for purposes.
This is gay-erperty.
Gay-erperty. Or we could do Modelland. That is my other current obsession at the moment.
Banks thing. Okay, so you should have done it. You should have done it at that point.
Yes,
Thank you. And we'll talk to you in personal DM if you show us receipts.
Yeah, just send us a screen grab
Receipts,
of that. Timelines, proof. Whoa, look at you quoting Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
I like literally was so happy to be able to do that too, but those are the only two that I know.
Okay.
Receipts, timelines, and then and then they're on a beach.
Now I'm starting to forget as well. Oh yeah, they're on the beach with very Big Little Lies.
Yes. Okay, so you Modelland.
Oh, Modelland. Oh my God. Yeah, this is the other thing that I can't get enough of. It's making its round on Twitter. So if you don't know about Modelland, it's back in a big way. Modelland was a book
that Tyra
wrote. It was sort of like an apocalyptic young adult thing about like models potentially at the end of the world. It's so hard to get your hands on a copy now. It's like the new heated rivalry. Yeah, but Tyra also released a song that she like wrote and produced herself with the release of Modelland. And it's so like beep boop bop, so scary. And now people are like, at first I thought it was the worst song ever, but now maybe it's the best song I've ever heard.
Is it? It's not, but it's not Shake Your Body or Move Your Body.
No, it is full like bleeps and bloops. Okay. Like it's actually like in the time of AI.
Betty Bloop.
And this is no shade because we love her so much, but it does kind of sound exactly like a Sophie song. Rest in peace. And if Sophie had written and produced that song herself, I know y'all would be gagging. Yeah. You would not have any issue with it. It is so iconic. There is it's been released, like there was a trailer for the book as well.
Recently.
No, this was like 10, 15 years ago when the book came out.
Okay.
Yeah, but all this information. So like, and Tyra is like narrating it. And she's like, there's characters called like the Intoxibellas, which you are such an Intoxibella to me.
That's the highest compliment. There was something that we were talking about off pod that I wanted to bring up.
Oh, well, do we want to talk about the movies that are out? There's been so many movies. Yes. Well, you have not yet seen Disclosure Day or Backrooms, the movie that you're sort of...
I'm going to see it this weekend.
Okay.
I just, this should be my dad mom sauce, but literally feeling healthy again. I was like feeling sick this past week.
Of course.
And so I had to cancel seeing movies because I wasn't feeling up. And then all of a sudden, I mean, is there any better feeling of like when you are sick and then you start to feel like yourself again?
When you wake up not feeling horrific.
And you're literally like, oh my God, the sky is blue, the sun is out, and I actually appreciate it.
Oh,
whereas 2 days ago, it's like, why is it so sunny?
No, the sun needs to like completely disappear, like bring on the ice age.
You're literally like, how dare you? Like, why is everyone out to get me?
Well, that's my number one dilemma living and working in Los Angeles,
you don't
California.
Really like the sun. You're a vampire.
I've learned to like the sun, but I need like at least 6 months worth of rain. Like whether those are consecutive days, I just need to know as a writer, as a creative, I can tend to dip into the depressive.
Yeah.
So I need like to be able to access that via the weather where things can slow down.
I can access that depressive state amidst the sun.
No problem.
I don't need the rain. And in fact, I'm the opposite with you. It's like I can access that state so easily that I don't want it around. That's why I live in Los Angeles, is because it's like it will, if it's even like a little bit dark, I'm like, oh my God, I'm sad. Like, which is to the chagrin of every roommate, boyfriend, family member. When you live with me, I'm going to call myself out, and people hate this fact about me. Immediately when I come into the house, I turn on every single light.
Oh,
you know this.
God.
I try to do it at your house too. You live in darkness. You live in darkness.
Oh my God. And then you turn up the brightness on my computer, on my phone.
I have seasonal affective disorder, and that starts with lights.
With computer lights.
With computer lights. I need everything to be bright. I want it to be the brightest it can possibly be to simulate the sun. And if it's dark, I'm like, are we in a gothic horror film? Is Dracula about to eat me? And like when I'm with you, it's like you're telling me a story in your house, and I'm like, Greg, I can't see you. Right. It's 3 p.m. and it's darker. It's like it might as well be 3 a.m.
I'm full Orlok in Transylvania. Nosferatu, my favorite sort of reference.
The world is dark enough. Must we add more darkness to the world in our own homes?
Well,
I'm sorry. I know I should be saving energy, but This is where I choose to spend my money.
Listen, I agree. I think proper lighting should be amplified in the home.
This is actually, okay, I think this is a very heated debate for gay men. And I'm on the wrong side of the debate. Which is like, what are your feelings on overhead lighting?
Well,
as a gay man.
No, it's a crime against humanity. It's a crime against Cirque du Soleil's humanity.
If you are around a gay man, every gay man has some sort of app or some sort of thing to like that they really want to show you about how they control their lighting in their house. And it's like the most excited they've ever been is like, let me show you this app that will change all the lights from purple to black to blue to like dim 30%.
Tim, the first thing I've done in every home that I've moved into, the first thing I do is convert every switch in that home to dimmers.
And I enrage every person I'm around because I'm like, it's too dark in here.
No,
and then I just turn. I'm like, give me light.
And you love the
first
overhead.
Day there was light or whatever.
Yeah, you're none of that LED. None. You don't want any warm lighting. You are fluorescent or bust.
I'm basically like I like pick a fight. I'm like, do you think I'm ugly? Do you not want to see me? Like, get these lights up.
Yeah,
but then I know that they say you look worse.
No, horrible. I
think I look good in all light. I'm sorry.
You thrive in office lighting. There's something about your personality. Yeah, fluorescence as bright and sort of like
personality.
Ding. Yeah, fluorescent. Yeah, oh sure. Is that's what I'm seeing too. No, any overhead light. I'm sorry. Whenever there is light above, like I'm sorry, my entire face is shadowed. My nose somehow like sends like shadows beyond my entire body that like to completely make me look horrible. Like I have no teeth, no mouth. I don't know what it is. Like I cannot. I know I cannot be seen in overhead lighting.
Yes, I get it. I think that there comes a time and place where enough is enough. And I know that the people are going to come for me. I feel like I'm on the wrong side of history, but I'm sort of like I just want to be seen.
I know. We need to vote you out. Well, anyways.
But movies, I need to see a lot. We did see a great movie this past week that we need to talk about. Stop That Train.
Really fun.
It is. Listen, I know that sometimes gay culture is like sidelined and it's not mainstream, but this should be mainstream. It is capital S, silly, and stupid in the best way.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like we're kind of back to spoof comedy. Shoulder just snapped, like the olden days. Yeah. We're back to spoof comedy. I mean, The Naked Gun really, really wet our whistle. But then Scary Movie has been a big hit. If you like those movies, definitely see this. And if you like drag queens, definitely see this. Even if you don't, it's just really silly. Yeah. It's joke. It was great to see the queens, like so many of the queens that we know, like really actually in significant parts, like
killing it.
Yeah, killing it. Like really well lit, like and with an actual script, with actual music.
Yeah,
like,
with money, because so often, like when you see them on Drag Race, like I mean that's the part of Drag Race is like they have no money and the skits are supposed to be bad.
It's like makeshift.
And like this was really nice to just see these drag and gay artists like at the top of their game doing what they do best.
Right. Well, it's like it's subversive. It's what drag is. It's like subversive. It's different. It's also funny and it's also stupid. Yeah. But in its stupidity, it's actually intelligent. Like there's a lot of very like smart decisions that were made along the way. Like, the script is great.
It excellently skewers gay culture. And it's like, if you're a gay person, you are so like, oh my God, they just like read us to filth.
Yeah.
And if you don't know anything about gay culture, it like that will just go right over your head. And there's so many other jokes like a mile a minute that will get you that it's like, everyone go out and see this movie. It is Pride Month. This is an easy way to support, especially if you're an AMC A-lister. But I think it's time.
Oh, it's definitely time for Dad Mom Sauce, a.k.a. Doll of the Day, Mother of the Moment, Sister of the Second. Our first
and most famous
segment where we take a person, place, or thing that we are currently super obsessed with.
And I would like to go first, because you started this episode talking about, you know, the figures of Pride Month
Okay.
popping off.
Okay.
And
who
sent
have we
this-
got here?
I've sent this to you.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just in my online base, but literally it's the only content that I'm being fed, and it knows me because it's what I want. There is an older man, Martin Diaz, who is
Lip-syncing Madonna.
Lip-syncing Madonna. He is, I want to say, generously 4'2". He is so short, so cute. He is up there. He seems like he's at least in his 70s, if not older.
Yeah. Taking the world by storm.
Bald, and he wears like booty shorts and an oversized like tank, and then just lip syncs the house down boots to Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter's latest single, but pretty much any Madonna song.
Madonna's greatest asset with the rollout of Confessions too. I mean, this guy is going to sell physical copies of this album.
Coco Montrese in Drag Race, like pointing to his lips and just like truly enunciating the hell out of the words.
Although getting about 30% of them correct.
First language is English. I think he is somewhere in South America.
Fresh veneers, down boots.
And he's so us. Like, this is why he's my demo sauce, is because it's like, we already were him last week in the sense of like when we were talking about Olivia Rodrigo, we were basically this older man, you know? And I'm like, and this is who I want to be when I'm older. It's like, I want to be 90 in the nursing home, front to camera, to TikTok, doing the latest Lady Gaga single.
Sure.
You know? It's like, you can just tell how much joy it's getting. He still has the posters as if he's 13, all in the background.
Hey,
it's joy.
He loves what he loves.
This is gay.
And love is love. Yeah.
Love is love.
Love is love.
And by the way, he should be in Modelland. I don't know the premise of Modelland, but this is it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love this guy so much. I love that also he was doing the Madonna and Sabrina Carpenter song. Yeah. And he was just sort of doing the Madonna part and completely sort of like ignoring the Sabrina part. But also doing but doing like the laughter. It's just amazing.
Is the best part.
It's amazing to see like how he interprets the lyrics.
Yeah.
It helps you really understand, like get to the bottom of like what Madonna's even saying there, or even like literally what she's saying. You're like, oh, I never heard that word before. And maybe it's because he is lip syncing a different word than what is actually in the song, but
doesn't matter.
It's just incredible. Like
Madonna should be paying him because she's getting more promo for that song than anything else.
I would love, and this would be so cool for Madonna or her team to do this, because you know Madonna can get quite online at times. Well, and I think Madonna needs to slap some grills in her mouth and duet with him on a video, like show him some love, because that will be, his entire life has already been devoted to Madonna, you can tell. Yeah. And if she were to acknowledge him, that's the beauty of the internet and social media right now. Like, I think she could and should do that, because he is really taking the internet by storm.
I mean, this is something, I know we are going to do Madonna soon, but this is something that I actually do need to talk about, because it is maybe the most pressing issue of the day. And you don't even know about this because you're not on this app.
Okay.
But Madonna has taken over Grindr in a way that, I'm sorry, should be illegal. It's she, without us having any say,
right?
She changed the icon to her face. And so if you're looking for
did
Grindr,
the icon change into her
Madonna.
face?
But it's one of those things. So then it's like, oh, let me go look for Grindr.
Let me look for like,
cannot find it because you're looking for. And by the way. And all love to Madonna.
Of course.
Because she's up there, she has airbrushed the hell out of her face.
Wow.
So even if you were like, okay, I just need to find the Madonna icon, meaning like the icon on the phone, you can't find it because that's not Madonna.
Right.
She's someone who vaguely looks like Madonna, but there's so much pink and light around it.
That Madonna filter, that gauzy, completely like that Vaseline filter.
And if you think that the way to get the gays on your side is to like do something to them without. It's like the equivalent. It is the gay equivalent of the U2 album that we were all spammed with.
Totally. No, it's just Madonna. From what I hear, I'm not on the app, but from what I hear, it's just like Madonna. Like as soon as you open it, it's Madonna. Then it's like it's just your entire all your messages are just from Madonna. Just her saying hey, hey. It's like over.
I'm like, it's like
you can't find
you
any
can't get away from it, and you're like, that's actually not how you're gonna get the gays.
But that is Madonna. Like was such a figure in gay culture.
No, it's
that,
a great promo, but completely done the wrong way.
Inappropriate. Yeah. It's like, okay, queen. Like we get it. We need one space.
There's one thing that you can do where it's like you can like list what like your preferences are. If you're a top, if you're a bottom,
and
if you're
it's
into
Madonna songs.
No, and it's Madonna songs, and like that. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can say what your favorite Madonna song
That's actually
or album
very
is.
telling, though.
Yeah, it is, and so that part is good. So it's like allow people to choose. Do not take, like. Well, it's like classic 101, like let us choose.
Of course. Our body, our choice. Our Grindr, our choice.
Anyways, Greg, what is your dad mom sauce?
Okay. So as you know, there have just been so many things that have just like been taking my attention. So many figures at the moment. But my dad mom sauce is the cat that interrupted the performance of Romeo and Juliet in Turkey. Have you heard of this? So they are doing
the cat in the hat. Sorry.
So has been a production of the Romeo and Juliet ballet in Turkey. And their performance the other night was interrupted by a stray cat during the death scene. Spoiler alert, if you haven't ever seen or heard of Romeo and Juliet, they die at the end. I'm so sorry. But in the moment where Romeo is lying, he's pretending, right?
Yeah, no, he's like under a sleeping potion.
Romeo's okay. So it's the moment where like Juliet thinks that Romeo is dead. Again, spoiler. If you don't know the material, you should get on it. But he was lying on the stage, and Juliet is like doing her like big like dramatic, her Claire Danes. Like this is her big moment. They waited the entire 3 acts in, and a cat wanders onto the stage and lies down right next to like fake dead Romeo's head, and then in the audience is like laughing, and everyone's like backstage like tee, but the performers are still trying to perform. You know, like this is what at
They're
the moment exactly.
Yeah.
And then the cat turns to Romeo and starts scratching at his head. And everyone is like completely burst out. So Juliet, like, she yanks him and pulls him across the stage to get away from the cat, but the cat has completely upstaged them. It's the most incredible video I've ever seen.
You feel seen by the cat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although we're so Romeo and Juliet in that situation. But if I was Romeo, like I was the actor playing Romeo, like I would actually die.
Yeah, I would let the cat.
You would let the cat. You would actually like pluck a hair from the cat and put it in my mouth, and then I would actually die.
I mean, my thoughts on this is like maybe the cat got lost on the way to getting hair transplant surgery.
Well, when the cat starts pawing at his hair, I was like, well, thank God they're in Turkey because they have all the hair technology. It's really good.
Yeah.
But Gennifertias, if you haven't seen it, go watch.
And I think it's time.
Yeah. We're going to go watch it on break.
Yeah.
We're back, and it's time for our Miss Thing of the Week. This one is an all-timer.
She, to me, is just like America's like
aunt.
Yes,
but we've done America's aunt before, but she really is like she's like America's your mom's friend.
Yeah. She's everyone's like good friend, like in quotes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is just my mom's good friend.
She's your mom. She's your aunt's friend.
Yeah, exactly.
And America's aunt's friend.
Yeah, and you low key love her the
more.
Most. Yeah.
She's like the roommate of your aunt's.
And our Miss Thing this week is Rosie O'Donnell.
The queen of nice.
She is our childhood. Like,
truly. That The Rosie O'Donnell show, the amount of memories, just
the original lesbian host.
Truly. But also, she came out like midway through her show,
Yeah,
right?
she
had
famously, like, remember she had that whole thing of, like, loving Tom Cruise? You
Yes.
know? She had
Oh
such a
my
crush on Tom Cruise.
And Barbra Streisand,
Yeah.
so me.
Yeah. I mean, she is just, like, I know this is a theme during Pride Month, but just, like, joy. She brought, like, so much, like, happiness to the screens. Like, you knew all the celebrities felt safe while they were there.
Yes.
We've talked about this on the pod before, but she would shoot those things into the audience that
The Koosh.
the Koosh.
Oh my gosh, Koosh Nation started it all.
I mean, it was just such a time to be alive. I wish it was still on the air. That's why we're in such a dark place in 2026, is because that show isn't on the air anymore.
The Rosie O'Donnell show is so like an encapsulation of pre 9/11 life.
Yes.
Not to go there right now or like go there so hard, but it really is. Like, she filmed that in New York. Everyone was so excited. Like, everyone was feeling that like infectious joy, like, for the celebrities.
Yeah.
She was just kind. The show, you remember the people at the beginning of the show, like, she'd take someone from the audience to do the like, we got this today on Rosie.
Yeah.
and they were just like so
I'm excited.
excited.
That, like, I feel like you were gonna be like,
I was desperate to do it. I was desperate always to get tickets and go in to see the Rosie show.
I mean, it is like she has been done so dirty by this industry. I feel like the epitome of, not that, like, because I know she can stand. We know that she can hold her own.
Of
but
course.
It's just that, like, I feel like because she's so nice, she got, like, taken advantage of, and then it was like this narrative became like, oh, mean lesbian, like her feud with Elizabeth Hasselbeck. It's like everyone wanted to, like, side with, like, the pretty blonde over this, like, different bodied woman who was a lesbian, and it just, like, wasn't fair. I feel like that's another thing where it's like she was done so dirty in so many ways, in a way that, like, she wasn't necessarily, like, canceled, but it was like, or maybe, I'm not really sure.
Well, it was her intensity. So, like, Rosie has always been willing to, like, stand up for what's right, and, like, the world, I mean, looking back, we were kids, but, like, the world did seem like a much less complicated place back then. But it was because, like, we had figures like that who were, like, just unabashedly, like, excited about things, unabashedly excited about Tom Cruise, about Barbra Streisand, like, just loved talent. Like, Rosie used to have all the Broadway shows on. And, like, now,
really big supporter.
When you're looking for a show, like, she was like that New York show, and she would have, like, every show on to perform. So whenever I'm, like, looking for a clip from, like, an old show now, like the original Ragtime, for example, I can, like, you go back and you, like, see the performance from the Rosie show. She was just such a, like, a fan and a good person. But then when it came to when she moved to the View and things started getting political, you know, people
forget too that it's like I came out in 2008, and it's such a different time period.
Oh my gosh.
Of like coming out then felt like such a big deal, and now, like, coming out is nothing. It's
it became nothing, and now it's kind of we're going back.
But this thing of, like, she really, like, stood there and took the brunt of so much in a time that people were, like, uncomfortable around gayness, didn't know what it was, didn't know what it meant, and I felt like, obviously, gay has been around forever, but it was such a highly, like, political thing where a lot of people didn't know, especially, like, the middle of the country. I can speak to that experience of, like, people not having a lot of experience, like, especially because, like, even though Rosie was the original, it's like Ellen also moved that forward and made it more relatable in a way that, like, I feel like Rosie had to take so much more of the, I mean, Ellen had her own stuff in the 90s too that she was, like, great about, like, like, every gay person that comes forward helps it make easier for the next generation. But it's like, I don't feel like Rosie ever got, like, her, like, do as how much she like moved the needle forward.
Well, I agree with that. They run kind of parallel paths, and I don't want to like psychoanalyze what happened, but like Ellen was on her sitcom when she decided to come out. It was a very popular sitcom, and she came out in her sitcom through her sitcom, and that was a whole PR thing. And then the world turned on her, and the show got canceled and everything. But Rosie had been on the morning show for a long time. Everyone knew who Rosie was. She had been welcomed into people's homes, like Ellen eventually went on to do after the dust had settled. But Rosie came out in process. And I feel like what she did was so bold and so brave because she had already been invited into so many people's homes for so many years.
I really didn't remember when she came. So she came out while she was on the show.
I think. And if I'm wrong, we're cutting all of this.
Right after the show ended, but I don't remember.
Maybe she came out right after the show ended. But I feel like what happened to both of them and what happened to Rosie as well is like America can be very puritanical and they like to like know what someone or something is, and Rosie they felt very safe with, but then by the time when she came out, America tends to feel very betrayed by new information. So, you know, then the story can, if you're not controlling it carefully as the person who is existing as the person that you are, like if you're not controlling even that part too, like the narrative can get away from you. And I think that's what happened with her. And then when she went to The View and was outspoken about things she cares about, including political stuff, she's a very hardcore Democrat. Then it was easy. Then America started to see her as like an angry lesbian, which is really unfair.
And it's like, it's so... Like, the great thing about her is, like, what you see is what you get. In the sense of, like, she is honest in the way that, like, to what your point, everyone felt very betrayed by Ellen because she portrayed one thing and then she actually was a different thing. According to all these things. It's like, Rosie was exactly what you saw. And even if you didn't like the passion or the anger, it was usually like because she was angry at how the country was being treated, she wasn't going to placate or be nice. And people didn't like that. But it was like she was just being herself. And it's like so fucked that I feel like for a while she like lost her career for that. But then the nice thing is like, I don't know. Now I feel like there is this like turning of the tides, and she's like coming back. And
she's doing a show in New York this summer. I really want to go. She's doing like a few nights in Ojai too, but it's of course sold out. But Rosie's going to be back on stage in New York, back in the States, because she did sort of leave and go to Ireland. Speaking of what you see is what you get, Rosie's been back in the public eye because she recently admitted to getting a facelift, and she was like, I immediately got it, and then I felt so bad. Which is, if that isn't the gay condition, she's like, I got it, but I feel bad that I got it.
Why did she feel bad? She looks great.
I don't know. She does look really, really great. And she's always looked great. But again, you know how I feel. If you have to get, whatever you want to get done to feel good about yourself, get it. But she is so us in the sense that she got a facelift, and then she's like, I feel bad.
I've said this multiple times on the pod. My favorite thing, she, at the height of her show, did 2 Christmas albums. They are the best Christmas albums on planet Earth. They bring such joy to my family. And it's like, it doesn't matter. She is auto-tuned out the wazoo, but she's with Cher. She's with the Chicks. She's with Trisha Yearwood. She's with NSYNC. It's like such a pre 9/11 time capsule of like the celebrities that were there, and it is the best. I also feel like Rosie, we can't, before we make it about ourselves, it's like the credits before the show, it's like Sleepless in Seattle,
A League of Their Own.
This is a movie that if you haven't seen it, have you seen Now and Then?
Of course.
Okay, I was gonna say that movie is literally a perfect movie
and perfect soundtrack.
Yes, it is like
Thora Birch, High Rise.
There's Christina Ricci.
Yeah, well.
I mean, Melanie Griffith, Demi Moore. Name a more stacked cast. Now and Then is the Avengers of the 90s.
I completely agree.
It is one of those things where it's like, it made so many men gay.
Yes.
Devin Sawa, there's that moment where he's like streaking, I remember, and I was just like, what's going on here?
Now and Then is like the ultimate sleepover movie, but for like gay boys,
and
they
their
like
best
had to
girlfriends.
be, they had to like be sleeping over at their like best girlfriend's house because they were like not allowed to rent that at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
God forbid their parents like found out and got any ideas.
Also, by the way, in this world of sequels, it's like, let's bring back Now and then again. You know what I mean?
Now and now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the world needs all of this. We need to see, like, they're the grandmas, you know, and then we need to see Christina Ricci's child.
Hello.
Yeah.
They're
Hoffman.
all available.
Literally, it is one of the best movies. And then Rosie, obviously, like, there are
so many. The Smilf, television Smilf, her recent appearance on And Just Like That.
Right.
Where she was singing Wicked.
She was in Harriet the Spy. It is, the credits are endless. I think that this woman brings joy to all of us, and everyone needs to give a moment to remember that.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here today on this pod.
Well, it's so good that she's coming back because when Rosie's around, when Rosie is really in the
You're
atmosphere.
Rosie. You get Rosie.
Is it time?
It's time.
Yeah, it's time to make Rosie O'Donnell all about us. And I think I'm going to go first.
Please.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell really was my childhood. Like, I would dream about being like the opening person on that show. Like, I loved her so much. As you know, one time I ran into her in Manhattan and I was on the phone with my mom and I put my mom on the phone and she said, "Who's on the phone?" I said, "Mary." She says, "Mary, where the hell are you?" And that's just a tale for a different time, which I've already actually told on the podcast.
Go back to that episode. We don't know which one it's on.
I don't know. I think it might be Cynthia Nixon.
Okay.
Maybe.
Or it could be whoever was the one with Mike Levinson, because that was Broadway related.
Well, and regardless, go back and listen to them all again.
Yeah.
Do it on YouTube this time, because you've only been getting a third to a quarter of the story.
And leave a comment there and subscribe.
God, of course. But when I think about Rosie, I think about, of course, when my family adopted a dog when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. So we had only ever had labs and like bigger dogs as I was growing up. I mean, I was still very, very young. But we decided it was time for a new family dog. We had lost one. I was at that age where like I needed probably a friend or a companion around the house.
Yeah.
My sisters were a little bit older. My brother was a little too young. Like, I kind of think the dog was like
your friend
for me.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So we found this dog that I had never would never think it was like a cute dog before, but she was like this like very furry black dog, and she was really small. She was a terrier, a Scottish terrier, and she was only like 6 to 9 months old, already in like the foster system, like the system. And when we saw her, we fell in love with her. We thought she was so cute. But my family kept being like, well, we got to change the name.
What's the name?
So what had happened with this dog is she was still very young, but someone had gotten her, a single man had gotten her and had to move. And their new building did not take pets. So just immediately
got rid
tossed
of the
her
dog.
into a shelter. Her name was Diva.
I don't see the problem with that name.
Well, exactly. But at that age, I, of course, had to have a problem with that name, as the rest of my family did.
It's your only friend.
Yeah, they're like, who?
My only friend is Diva.
Yeah, and they're like, who is this guy who got rid of a dog named Diva?
Yeah.
And of course, I was kind of like, I think that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of like is really diversifies.
Now I know why you're gay.
Yeah, exactly. And we know who was getting rid of her too.
Yeah.
Some gay guy gets a dog and is like, I'm moving.
Yeah.
Bye, Diva. So anyways, we get her home. And I've been thinking about this because I remember this so specifically, as you know.
It's also the epitome of probably something that you didn't put together until 10 years later.
Oh, yeah. But I think my family was even like, it was obviously like a very specific gay guy.
Yeah, but you didn't realize at the time. Like, he's just a single guy who named his dog Diva.
Totally. And again, I really like that it has a nice ring to it. But then we got home and she was like in the backyard and I was like, it's going to be, I mean, I love my family, but if we're going to give this dog a good new name, it's going to be me. Like, I'm going to have to really break out the big guns. And I was sitting in like the backyard with her and like walking her around and watching her run around. And as I think about this, like, it's one of the first examples of like my process when I'm like writing too, because I was kind of like observing her and I'm like, what's popping to mind? And for a while we were thinking, I thought Pepper was fun because she was kind of like pepper, and she was like black. She was a really cute thing. So we really were gonna go with Pepper, and I was like, I'm not sure. And then I turned to my mom. I said, I got it, Rosie. And you know when you like pitch a good joke, or you say like the exact right thing, like in a group of people, and everyone just goes, that's it. That's it. And we named her Rosie, obviously.
After the queen.
Yeah. From one diva to another.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, and then I would go around and say, we named her Rosie O'Trimmer. And my family would never go that far.
Yeah.
But she was always Rosie O'Trimmer to me.
And okay, because you did, I can't remember this part of the story, but when you did eventually meet Rosie, did you tell her that you named the dog after her? Because I can't tell if that's a compliment or an insult.
I actually knew better. I was going to say something, and my friend was like, don't say that.
Yeah.
But I would have said that because I think it's so nice.
It also depends on what the dog looks like, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because it's
she
like
was
an
really
unfortunate-looking dog. And you're like, we named her Rosie.
Oh, my God. She was so cute. She did get a skin disorder from one of her flea medications, so that was really, really dark. And you like...
Okay, what a diva.
Such a diva. Well, Tim, how do you make Rosie O'Donnell all about you?
I make Rosie all about me in the seminal film A League of Their Own.
Oh, of course. Huge.
So that makes me think of a time. We haven't delved into this in the podcast, but Greg and I, once upon a time, were on a gay kickball league.
Oh,
A League of Their Own. But I'm going to go back even further, which is Greg joined like a season or two after I had already started on this.
Yes.
I started in this gay kickball league like when it was in its like very early stage. Like nowadays, if you're in West Hollywood, this kickball league has lore. And I was in the ragtag days of just like everyone was figuring out what it was.
Started it all. And then I started it all in a different way when I joined the volleyball league, the gay volleyball league.
And I took it from you. And then it's funny because Greg started and then we didn't play together. And then once Greg left, I was like, thank God, now I can join.
The ragtag days of that. Yeah, that's for sure.
That is true. Yeah, and so... many eons ago, I was on this kickball team.
And many gay guys named Ians.
Right. There was
Ians ago.
There were, yeah. And to say that our team was not good would be an understatement.
I thought they were kind of good.
Well, but like, that where we started.
Was, to where you ended up.
Yes. We were, the team... listen, I love them dearly.
Sure.
But sometimes gay guys don't possess any athletic abilities.
Right.
And I come
Nor
from
should they, by the way.
Yeah, you don't need to. And I took that for granted. I was just playing for fun. But I also come from a house where, like, my dad coached me in everything. So, surprisingly, I do have some athletic ability. And so I was like, even though we're playing for fun, it's still fun to, like, at least somewhat hold your own. And so we're playing, and then I'm seeing that I was like, oh, every man other than me and maybe one other person on this team is terrified of the ball. But it was like the minute the ball got it within even 5 feet of them, they would scream. They would scream and run away from it.
Turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Let it hit their side.
Getting
or
even
jump
closer.
Out of the way.
The fact that someone was throwing a ball towards them, they're like, what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, we were in last place.
Yeah.
We did that entire season. We did not win a game. It was still very fun. We would go afterwards to the gay bars, and it would be a great time.
Completely blackout.
Yeah, we resigned ourselves to being like, this is just sort of the pregame for the actual game, which is just drinking at the gay bars.
Yeah.
But then it came to the playoffs. The playoffs are happening. And I and other people, this other guy who I'm the two people who weren't afraid of the ball, were like, hey, like, what if we actually, you know, tried to win the game? And everyone was like, no, I'm not really interested.
It's a little
literally brilliant.
ahead of its time.
Ahead of its time.
Yeah.
No one's ever thought of it. And this shows how many Ians it's been since then, because I no longer do this. But I introduced the concept of what if we just had some champagne while playing.
Yeah.
Crazy, because I haven't drank champagne in so long.
Slope.
And so we're like, you know what? It's the finals. We're probably going to lose very quickly, but let's like have some fun. And in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe it will like loosen everyone up or whatever.
Yeah.
Boy, did I under predict, I don't know what the right word is, just how much getting these people to drink would make them so a friend, even excited to get close to that ball.
Loosey-goosey, yeah.
There's nothing gays love more than give them some alcohol and all of a sudden they're ravenous for the ball.
Yeah, it's a social lubricant and it's an athletic lubricant as well.
We started drinking the champagne. I kid you not. Everyone turned into their alter ego.
I wouldn't call what you were drinking champagne.
Yeah, it was Andre.
Yeah, La Marca.
Yeah,
if anything.
it was.
And feel free, La Marca, to sponsor the pod,
please.
because we've been on La Marca quite a few times.
We drink this champagne. All of a sudden, it's like, I'm not kidding you. Everyone is like the ball. They're catching every ball that comes to them. They're running. They're kicking the ball as hard. It was like insane. I am not kidding you. We went from not winning one game in 3 months to we literally won the championship. We won like 4 back-to-back games. We were basically blackout when we won. No one could remember that last game.
So no one knows. Yeah, there's no like actual proof.
There is proof because we actually ended up in like WeHo like Times or whatever, like the West Hollywood newspaper of us winning completely like blackout. Like that's our
eyes
image.
crossed.
Yes. So, and it is one of those things where it's like it's a real lesson. Like we were that league. No one thought we were gonna win. But we won, and all you need when gays are struggling is we're all alcoholics at the end of the day. Just give them some champagne.
And of course, drink responsibly, which is impossible to do if you're gay.
Impossible. And it's also why I did stop playing kickball eventually, is because people can't, like, it's all just going to the bar. And you make so many bad decisions. You make so many bad decisions when you're playing kickball, at least in West Hollywood.
Well, you make so many bad decisions after you play kickball in West Hollywood.
Next time you see them, you're like, oh, wait.
What did we do?
What did we do? And now we have to play the game. And I think that's the lesson. Greg and I are going to have a little champagne on this break. Welcome back.
And it's time for Diva Down. Diva Down, of course, is our final segment where we take a person, place, or thing that could use a little bit of our unsolicited advice, and we're going to give that to them here on this podcast today.
And our Diva Down this week is
the Supergirl Foreskin Cup.
Yeah.
So as you
this
know,
actually needs a lot of advice.
I think it needs a lot of advice. As you know, every movie from Independence to the big, superhero movies, have their own popcorn bucket, usually like a specific designated popcorn bucket. But in the case of Supergirl, coming soon from WB and DC Studios.
So basically Supergirl, I'm not the most well-versed in the Supergirl lore.
Same.
But because she's a teen girl, I guess, her cape is not red like Superman, it's like pink. It's almost, some would say, flesh-colored.
Right.
And so they have this like flesh-colored cape around most of the cup circumference, and like it's like kind of hanging as if it has shoulders, and so it like it looks exactly like if a man is uncircumcised for most of the cup.
And the cup is like peeking out above it.
Yeah.
You know, as it's just evocative of certain.
They didn't really think. It's like, it's funny because I feel like so often it happens with these popcorn buckets, these cups. It's like, did you run this by anyone? No. And it's all men so
at the
wholesome
top
thinking
of
that you're so like, that they like couldn't think that's like, there should be a standard test that's like, when you're doing that, give this to your most perverted friend, and can they turn it into something gross?
I mean, that is the whole thing anymore with the Dune popcorn, but maybe they're doing this on purpose and it's part of their marketing strategy. You know, there's a lot of fun and whimsy to be had. Have fun with it. Just be careful. It is sensitive.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
but sensitivity usually means a better ride.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, Supergirl. You know, women they can be very emotional. They bring more dynamics to the table than just sex jokes.
Yeah. I have multiple things to say.
Of course.
It's like, maybe this is like a statement, you know, we don't talk enough about like, so in a lot of countries, thankfully not in our country, but in a lot of countries, there's like female mutilation because women a lot of people don't like women to have pleasure. And so maybe this is a statement saying like, promoting, because this is a Supergirl show. I mean, it's a little because she's supposedly a teen. I don't know her age, but I'm going to say she's at least 18.
Sure.
It's just going to be like, it's a big statement on allowing women to have pleasure. Do not mutilate them.
Wow. It is so my body, my choice, but it's also think about it. So like, but in such a male dominated field, right? In the superheroes and film and Hollywood, think about, it's very American to be circumcised.
Yes, exactly.
And I think we're all sort of like coming to the realization that there's a bit of a mutilation to begin with, and a lot of these men did not have the choice. When they were born. So maybe that's why they're so obsessed.
They're so radical
with my body, my choice, and not letting women have the opportunity to take full autonomy, especially or trans people over their genitalia. And that's why
they're taking
it back. Is this why the men? No, is this why the men are so anti my body, my choice? Because they did not have a choice when it came to their own genital mutilation when they were younger. So now they insist upon putting that on everyone else.
But I was going to say,
wait, is that like
I think, but I was say, off of that, it could be even more a generous read of just being like them being like, we didn't have this choice, so now we want to give people a choice. Being like,
with everyone, the Supergirl,
they're like, everyone, don't circumcise. Men, women. Let people, their body, their choice.
And experience pleasure the way they were born to experience it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Supergirl, suddenly I want to see you.
Okay.
And if they don't talk about female mutilation or men being uncircumcised in that movie, I will be disappointed.
That's weirdly, that is what it is about. And that's why you've not seen any materials promotional for it besides this. I mean, listen, my advice is... again, have fun with it. It is fun, but definitely wash it well between uses.
Get in those
really get in there. Open up the flaps. Just sort of scrub
get in there.
You know, you just want to make sure you don't want to miss anything because that can come back.
To bite you.
It's a bacterial wasteland in there. And just play around with it, you know, like, because it's you should get to know how to use it. In a way that works for everyone.
That's great advice. There is a huge part of our industry, the entertainment industry, that doesn't get talked about enough, which is OnlyFans creators and the porn industry.
Sure.
And I'm sort of like, this should be a collab. I think it's like a $1 billion industry. I mean, we all saw Sydney Sweeney in Euphoria.
Oh,
it's
gosh, more than that.
Literally,
we're all so porn obsessed.
Exactly. Get these OnlyFans creators to be hawking them. Do collab. Have this be in the background of your favorite porn. Like, this is how we haven't really seen anything about Supergirl, and I'm like, the real way to get the word out is like get it in the back of like every big OnlyFans content creator promoting it. It works
Or get
hand
it in the
hand.
front of them, you know?
Wherever they want it, their body, their choice.
Their
And then-
Supergirl cup, their choice.
Exactly. Diva cup. You know, just bring it back to Rosie and everything.
Diva up.
Exactly.
And Diva up. As
Diva
we
up.
say on this podcast, a rising diva
boat, yeah.
lives.
A rising
what?
boat?
A rising diva
Diva.
lifts all divas.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Supergirl coming out soon.
yeah.
DC
Wow.
should be paying us. And if anyone wants to send us a Supergirl cup or two, please do.
You'd be amazed with what we could do with it.
Yeah. I mean, practice does make perfect.
Yeah.
And
with
with that, please. Well, we've already told you to like and subscribe.
Exactly.
5 stars and
Cynthia,
up.
you are our Supergirl forever.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hope you're enjoying the cup as well.
Yeah.
And to the rest of the world, hope you're enjoying the World Cup at this time.
Yes.
Well, with that,
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Miss Thing Podcast is created, executive produced, and hosted by Greg Trimmer and Tim Zintek.
It's produced and edited by Benji Simons, with cover art and additional creative support by Claude Zines.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Miss Thing the Pod.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, but only raves. Strictly 5 stars and above.
Follow Greg at Greg Trimmer and Tim at Tim_Zintek on all social media. BONK.